Hey everybody, back with a brand new Integrative Health Coach Success podcast. I'm Dr. Steve Cabral, board certified doctor of naturopathy, founder of the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute. Today, I want to share with you something that any practitioner can do for just 18 minutes per day. That's it, 18 minutes per day. And what will happen is by the end of 1 year maximum, you will find yourself in the top 95% in this category. So if you are looking to get better at your craft or really anything at all, this podcast is absolutely for you. The other nice thing is that whatever you do consistently, day in and day out, after you've been doing it for a while, usually a few months, you don't feel as much of that imposter syndrome that so many people experience because they don't ever feel that they're ready. Well, by doing something over and over and the same thing and doing it consistently day in and day out, you just start to embody it. It becomes you. And then after a while, you say, of course, who am I not to do this rather than who am I to be doing this, right? So let's get into it right now. I want to share with you really simple math. And that is, and so that's why on social media, there is so much that is confusing, honestly, downright wrong. A lot of it just individual dogma. And there's gems. There are absolute gems out there. And this was one of them. I came across a quote that basically just said this, and this is true. So there's two parts to this. The first part is that if you spend 18 minutes a day doing any one thing, but just only one thing, within 100 hours, you'll become better at that one thing than 95% of the population. So what I did is let's just say, okay, what does the math look like? What does that look like after 1 year? And the math for 18 minutes simply becomes approximately 109 hours a year. So that's all 365 days, right? We can take a little bit of time off here and there. But the nice thing is that this is up for grabs. This is for anyone to do. And so what I want to do though is always give you a concrete plan. This is what I would do. And this is oftentimes what I always do whenever I'm looking to become better in a certain topic. So I made just a couple of bullets for you. The first and foremost is this, is that I'm not saying that 100 hours in a year, 18 minutes a day, is equivalent to the 10,000 hours of mastery. I'm not saying that, okay? So typically 40 hours a week for 50 weeks a year, over 5 years, you are a master of your craft. But that just takes time. That literally just takes time. It does. And some people can shortcut it a little bit by conscious effort, getting mentorships, doing all of those things. It can come faster. But usually it's definitely between 5,000 and 10,000 hours to equal mastery. No doubt about it. I believe in that research and I agree with it. However, what we're looking to do is get you better than most people at one thing. So this is how I look at it. Simply put, when you are looking to improve your knowledge as a health coach or health practitioner, you are going to spend 18, or what I recommend, 30 minutes per day. It's easier to block off in your schedule, just 30-minute block, right? And that's what you do every day. So I've literally created IHP this way. So level 1, you can pass level 1 in 10 to 12 weeks with 30 minutes every day. 5 days a week, actually, not even 7 days a week. You can pass level 2 in about 12 weeks with 30 minutes, 5 days a week, or 2.5 hours on the weekend. Again, you can take that 18 minutes however you want it. I like consistent effort. I really do. Because when you do something day in and day out, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment, you really begin to take ownership of it. And it's just who you are. It's what you become. Not 1 day a week, which again, if that's all the time you have, it's all the time you have. Everybody has to do what they have to do. But if you can do it 5 days a week, that's what I recommend. Get up a half hour early and get in that 30 minutes. So get your level 1, get your level 2 certification, or whatever your study is. Again, this is for anybody, literally in any field, but specifically, we're talking health coaches and health practitioners, okay? Great for a personal trainer, massage therapist, esthetician, chiropractor, anybody to get an IHP level 1, level 2 certification. Begin using at-home labs, begin using protocols in your practice, right? It will open up the ability to work with so many more clients and help so many more people. That's the truth. Okay. But then after that, okay, you get your certification, great. Well, what could you use that 30 minutes for? Now, you can still get education, and there's no doubt about that, but let's do the next thing you need to do in order to build a practice. And that's work with clients. Okay, well, how do we get clients? Easiest thing that you can do is post on social media. It really is. It's free for you to post. So on Instagram right now, which is the best place, but you could also post on TikTok, you could post on YouTube, whatever works for you. But you're going to build a following in one spot. You can build in all if you want, but it's easier to focus on one, especially in the beginning. So here's what I want you to do. Take 18 minutes, 30 minutes maximum a day, and post each day. What should you post about? You can just create a content calendar, which we've talked about on a previous podcast, and we teach inside of a business mentorship experience and many other places. As Mondays, you're going to do maybe something inspirational. Tuesdays, you're going to talk about an at-home lab test and results. Wednesdays, you're going to talk about maybe body transformation. Kind of, I'm basing it on my podcast, right? These things all work. On Thursdays, you might talk about your niche specifically. So women and menopause and hormones, men over 40 and exercise. You might talk about digestive issues. You might talk about Lyme. You might talk about mold toxicity. You might talk about children. You might talk about autism. Whatever it is, you're going to talk about your particular niche. Like that, it's that simple. It's that straightforward. And so you already know the topic. Okay, here's what you're going to post on. You can do a quick video. You can find a graphic. You can go to big stock photos. You can use a photo. You can write a caption. All of these things, simple, straightforward. No one day is going to net you 100 followers. That's just not how it works. It's really not. So it's every day putting in the work. And then also social media begins to see, oh, this person's serious. They're posting daily. We're going to show their content to a little bit more people, and you're doing all the right things. Again, you can go back to our social media posts as well, and we teach about social media at the end of your IHP Level 1 certification as well with a free business-based course. So, all right, you've been posting now, let's just say for 90 days. Great. Maybe I like to look at things in quarterly blocks. What do we start to do? Well, what we could do next is we could begin to promote in your niche. So when you post on social media, don't be what everybody else is. Define your niche. Define who you are. Define who you help. That's where we always talk about that elevator pitch, right? It's basically like, this is who I am. This is who I help. This is how I help them. I mean, that's really what we're trying to do. And then here's how to contact me for your discovery call. So then the promotion comes into now, oh, okay, I've got now my content working. Let me add a little tweak at the end of it, maybe not every post, but a couple posts a week, as to now message me for more information. Message me to set up your discovery call. Click the link in my bio for more information, however you want to do it. And you'll test these, but you'll begin to start promoting. Now you might say, what's this have to do with mastery? Well, mastery is doing something over and over to get a replicable results, and then also tweak it in order to improve. So it's literally direct response. I do this for my health or for my weight or for whatever it is. Am I getting results? Yes or no? If no, how can I change that? How can I tweak it? Right? Okay, I'm posting on social media. Am I starting to get more engagement, more followers? Yes or no? If no, how can I tweak that? Okay, now that I'm getting a little bit of engagement, now how can I get people to take that next step? And we do that, right? So this is how we get better and better. And I just wanted to share with you a little success story because, my goal, it's never changed. It's honestly never changed. I want to reach 10,000 practitioners. Yes, I want to reach people all over the world through Equalife and my podcast, no doubt about it. But what I really want to do is have 10,000 practitioners with their own business, has nothing to do with us, running their own business as integrative health practitioners, helping anywhere from 100 to 1,000 people a year, helping anywhere then from 1 million to 10 million people every year, who then influence the lives of other people. That is the true butterfly effect. And so my goal never wavers. It never changes. I want to bring in, help, and teach, as well as make sure they don't get left behind, only 100 new IHPs a month in our enrollment. Like, that's my goal. And now that level 3 is coming out in December, January of this coming year, I'm not looking to do a lot more certifications. We have what we have. Now we want to move people up, be able to get them the education, but get them now to get more clients. So a lot of our focus towards the end of this year, definitely at the Reimagine Health Summit and into the following year, is going to be to help you get more clients. That's it. For you, not for us. Like, I want you to truly understand is that my time is not over, right? That's not it. I'm not saying that. I feel like I've got another at least 30, 40 years of teaching. I really feel that, right? I'm only in my mid to getting to later 40s. And so what I want to be able to do is have other people to be able to enjoy the career that I've got to enjoy. That's really a big part of it. I've been doing this now for 25 full-time years. And I, did an undergrad as well, part-time. And so I want to build others up. I really do. And I want them to carry on the teachings of IHP, which is to be a truly integrative health practitioner, to put the client first, to get them the results they're looking for. So a little success story we had is we actually took a health coach through this, an IHP. They started with just about 300 followers on Instagram, just a little less than 300 followers. And they did this for 6 months, posting content, boosting some posts, getting uncomfortable, doing some videos, popping in some stories. And over 6 months, they went from just under 300 followers to just over 3,000 followers. Now, that's pretty incredible. Why is it incredible? Because that is now reach. Let's say that individual was looking to fill their schedule with more clients. They have 3,000 followers that they didn't pay for. Those are real people. So now, let's say that 10% said, yes, I want to do a discovery call with you. That's 300 discovery calls. That is an enormous amount. So they wouldn't even be able to do that. Let's just say 1% said yes. That's 30 new clients, right? And so what I want you to understand is that not all of us, love to do social media. I really don't, but I love the connection. I really love the connection with people that I would never ordinarily get to meet. I don't like all the negativity. I don't like all the argument. That's not who I am. I stay out of that. But I try to post what I feel is valuable content. I recommend that you do the same in your niche. And then you start to walk people from engaged with you to clients. And all of that can happen in just 18 minutes a day, 100 hours for the year. It goes a long way. But the reason why I brought this up is that 100 hours seems like a lot. But when you break it down to 18 minutes a day, it's really not that much. But what matters is consistency. Consistency with your education, get your certification. Consistency then with sharing your education, right? That's what you're doing. And then consistency with now beginning to feel comfortable with moving people from following you to client. That is when your magic will shine. That is when you're going to be helping people the most, moving them from sickness and dis-ease in order to move towards healthness and vitality. So if we can help you in any way at IHP, that's obviously our job. If you're not already a part of the community, please head on over to integrativehealthpractitioner.org. Download the brochure. It's free. Set up a complimentary call with one of our admission counselors. It's free. No obligations. Just ask your questions. We are here to help. For today's show and all the show notes, head on over to ihp.coach/348 for all the details. Have an amazing rest of the week. Let us know how we can help. Feel free to leave a comment below as to how you are reaching more and more clients on social media. I'm sure everybody could learn from it and love it. So thanks, everybody. Take care.